Hello, and welcome back to yet another Retro Ramble with me, Ben Ridsdale. Now, you've probably noticed the sunglasses. In fact, I'm sure you've noticed the sunglasses, and there's a very good reason for that. Well, I think it's a good reason. The reason is this week's game, or games with a Z, are so cool, so awesome, so amazing, that I thought I'd just have to wear sunglasses for it, just to sort of show how cool and amazing and awesome they are. And absolutely has nothing to do with the fact that I've just had major surgery. And I don't want to freak people out with my healing right eye. So, get this clear. Nothing to do with my eye, I just wanted to look cool. And so we go back to 1992, to February 1992. And a game that took me completely by surprise. And a game that has had such an impact on me, I can remember the date I played it. Alright, that's a lie. I don't remember the date I played it because the fact the game had such an impact on me. It's because it was the day Star Trek 6 was released in the pictures. I'd come home from school for the half-term holidays and was presented with this game and played it all afternoon. What game's that? Pinball Dreams, of course. Pinball Dreams, by 21st Century Software and Digital Illusions, was not the first pinball game. I'm not familiar with the genres, so you'll have to forgive me on there not being a bit of a history, but this was certainly the game that popularised it. The game would give you 4 tables: Ignition, Steel Wheel, Beatbox and Nightmare. And this is what they look like. I play this game for hours. I would play this game a lot. And I think the most popular feature for me, and certainly for my friends, was the multiplayer. You could have up to 8 players playing at once. And being at boarding school with a lot of kids who had Amigas, it was a very popular game. I mean, there used to be contests of people playing, and it was fantastic. And when you're at boarding school, one of the things that a lot of people don't understand about kids that do go to these schools is boredom is your biggest enemy. And I mean that very seriously. You don't really know boredom until you spent a Sunday afternoon at a boarding school, because there's just nothing to do. And this game came out in my year 10, and it would be played immensely. Even when I left just over a year later, I left in the June of 93, year 11, when its sequel had come out. I'm going to talk about that in a second. But Pinball Dreams was a big thing. It was a massive deal. It was a big social thing as well. As I pretty much just said, rooms would be crowded with kids playing, and it would go down, of course, from 8 to and you'd have like the highest score, and it would be, oh, I'll take on this and that, and it was brilliant. We would have league tables and contests for this game, and I know it sounds really, really corny, but it really did bring together a lot of bored teenage lads in a way not a lot of electronic entertainment did. It was wonderful. November 1992 saw the release of Pinball Fantasies, which had 4 tables: Partyland, Speed Devils, $1 Billion Game Show, and Stones and Bones, and they looked something like this. Pinball Fantasies came on 3 discs, 2 tables per disc. As you can see, the tables are bigger, they have multiple flippers on each. Now, compared to the original, I only played 2 tables. I would play Partyland and $1 Billion Game Show a lot. In fact, $1 Billion Game Show is very much my favourite table of the entire game, which is why Pinball Fantasies is my favourite. Again, as is with Pinball Dreams, I have a lot of happy memories of playing this game at school. And again, it would cause a lot of competition and leagues and all that kind of stuff in my final year at boarding school. And I think that's one of the reasons why Pinball Fantasies is my favourite, because $1 Billion Game Show was played a lot. It seemed to be the universal favourite. And I only have to hear that tune and it brings back a lot of happy memories of a lot of cold winter nights sat in my room with 4 or 5 of my closest friends playing Pinball Fantasies, and yes, again, I keep just saying it, I know, playing $1 Billion Game Show. It was brilliant. In recent years, there's been conversions of both Pinball Dreams and Pinball Fantasies for iOS devices, and I have both, and they're brilliant. They've been released in both standard and the HD version, and they're great games, and I do play them a lot. In fact, when I was having the surgery that isn't the reason why I'm wearing my sunglasses, the friend who accompanied me commended me later on for having both Pinball Dreams and Pinball Fantasies on my iPhone, because in his words, it gave me something to do, which I thought, well, you know, thanks. Don't worry about me having the surgery, as long as you're playing Pinball Fantasies on my phone, I'm happy. I originally wanted to do next week's video as a special, and I'm so sorry to go on, due to current circumstances, I can't. So what I am going to do is I'm going to do a multi-part series about these games. Anybody who knows me, and knows me well, will be expecting the next few videos. In fact, I have been asked to do them. When I started doing Retro Rambles a couple of months ago, a lot of my friends asked me, "But Ben, when are you doing?" Next week. I can't wait. This is going to be brilliant. I don't know how many part series it's going to be. I'm thinking 3, possibly 4. But I'm thinking probably just 3. But we'll see how I feel and we'll see how it goes. But I think you're really going to enjoy what's to come. I have a lot to say about it, so they might be a bit rambly, but you're used to that by now. What game is it? Well, the music will be at the end as always, but I'm going to give you a little clue on my parting salutation. So thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you soon. And right on, Commander. And don't forget, if you haven't already, press the subscribe button so you can get notifications and whatnot about our latest videos. And if you've already done that, you're not off the hook. Down there, that thumbs up thing, give it a press, give us a thumbs up, you know you want to. And also, leave a comment, start a discussion, tell us what you think, tell us if we've got anything wrong. Because it's not us that's wrong, it'll be you that's wrong, but you know, it's a free country, you can say what you want. Bye.